The biggest fault that normally occurs with the amateur today is the fact that on this particular shot they hit and they stop. As you hit this particular shot, you want to make sure that you keep the club moving through the ball. Keep the club moving at the hole.
The shot here from about 100 yards is so many people under club on it. If you need a 9-iron, if you have to hit this ball as hard as you can with the wedge, don't do it. Take a 9-iron and choke down 2 or 3 inches on the 9-iron and play a shorter shot with the 9-iron. Do not try to overhit with the wedge shot, because if you do, the chances are you'll get up in your swing and you'll uncock your wrist up here, which sets up a spinning motion of the body, and you spin off the ball, either pulling it way to the left or jamming it with your right hand, pushing it off to the right, or shooting it right straight up in the air, and you're short of the green yet. So you're better off to try to get the ball on the green. If you get on the green, you have a chance to make the putt, whether it be for a birdie or a par. I play this ball more forward than most do. I take a very firm grip on the club, and I play from a fairly upright position.
What he can do is not try to hit the ball too hard with the short clubs, whether it's a wedge or a 9-iron or an 8-iron. These clubs are primarily to be used to get the ball in the air and to bring the ball down soft on the greens, to stop the ball quickly. And if you attack the ball too much with a swing, you catch a flyer and the ball jumps and hops and goes too far. So you've got to use a great deal of tempo. Don't try to hit it too hard. Try to keep your weight evenly balanced. And make it smooth, just like that.
We're about 100 yards from the green here, and I use a pitching wedge for this shot because I don't hit my sand wedge more than about 90 yards, so I go to the pitching wedge for this shot. But what I wanted to do here, not always when you are 100 yards away from the green do you end up with a good lie. Sometimes your ball rolls into a divot like this. This is a different shot, a little bit more so than when you have a good lie. Most amateurs try to lift the ball with the club instead of trusting the loft in the club. And this shot here, you have to trust the loft in the club or you won't hit this shot good at all, or you'll usually blade this shot. So I want to show you how to hit this shot, and just trust the loft in the face of this club here. We keep our weight a little bit more on the left side here because I'm going to be striking down a little bit more. The ball is still going to come up because of the loft in this club. But don't try to stay back on your right side and try to help the ball into the air. That's the big mistake you'll make here. Strike down through it and hit the ball first.
You know what, the thought that I try to keep ever present in this 85 to 100 yard shot is that although it is not as hard a shot or long a swing as a driver, the club must be moving its fastest as it contacts the ball. There is never any form of deceleration. I think many players, thinking because it's a short shot, they're going to let up on it, and you got to make the club move as it hits the ball.
This is about a 75-yard sand wedge shot, and I usually try and get close to the ball and keep my feet there, spread it just just a small portion apart. Make sure that my head stays still and try to finish high, making sure that the club is going directly at the flagstick. And that right there, you can go to the bank laughing. Ho!
Here's a very important part of the game, the pitching wedge, because you can make up for a lot of missed shots with the pitching wedge, save a lot of strokes.
It's about an 80-yard shot here. Notice your feet are much closer together.
See the same leg movement there? Shoulder turn isn't quite as big, but you're not taking as big a shot, big swing. Let's go through the same routine, stepping into the shot. Put my feet together, and you see that I step away, the same routine each time. My left foot is pulled back here. I'm open to the shot more because I want to get the ball up in the air. See, my left foot is pulled back.
And of course, being so close to yourself there with your hands, your left leg would kind of be in your way, and you couldn't hold your shot, hold on with your wrist action through the ball if you were standing square to that shot.
Yeah, that's to help that forward movement. Here's the one piece takeaway, the same. There's a slight movement in the left leg here, not as much because it's not as big a swing, but notice both knees moving through there together. This is very important. Shoulder turn won't be quite as far, but you can see it's a much shorter swing. Still set at the top, hold the set. Everything is just a smaller swing.
What's the firmness still in your hands at the end of your grip there, at the end of your swing?
You start out firm, see the one piece take away. And you see the legs there, watch both of them move through there. The hands really stay very firm through the shot. If the legs move, the hands will stay firm. It's setting right there. Straight down, hold your set, your legs move through so you can maintain it. Go right on to the top. Put it in there close and make the putt. Left shoulder still steers the swing, takes it away, takes it right on through. My right knee is tucked in there a little more to start with, and the left knee moves just a little bit and the right doesn't move much, but they both go together. You could almost, like I said earlier, put a little band around them and they almost work as a unit.
Now here, being a little closer to the ball, we can see the plane is a little more, going up a little more. Not quite as flat as the driver was, simply because we're standing closer to the ball.
That's right, the swings usually feel about the same. We just keep changing equipment, longer clubs, shorter clubs, and a lot of this would be fairly automatic. Notice how the legs kept me down and I hit down and stayed down through the ball. You hit down on the ball to make it go up. But you have to have a good leg action to do that.
One thing we might mention here, that the body still moves up through the ball. If you'll notice, when we start our downswing, the body is really moving up through the ball. And here's the results of that motion.